The Bygrave and Anderson families had a need for a consistent water supply to their dairy farms, so they formed a joint venture to build a large dam on the Andersons' property near Kaiwaka. They now supply the Fonterra plant at Mongataroto. Bill Bygrave explains how this arrangement came about.
Well, firstly, we had to go through the consent process, and that took quite a number of months, consulting with iwi, DOC, and local neighbours, and then engineers, of course. Originally, we were going to pipe the water from the dam here to our farms down the valley, but we actually ended up just opening the valve and letting the water go down the creek, so we didn't pipe it at all. So that was a huge cost saving. We can now grow grass all year round, which is a huge benefit to us. We think that we have lifted our production by 50 kgs per cow per year, just with the irrigation. About 4 years ago, Mongataroto water supply was running low, and the biggest drawer of water off the Mongataroto supply is the Fonterra dairy company there. And John and I, being Fonterra suppliers for many years, we knew that we had surplus water and we wanted to put it to good use. They're piping this water about 6 kilometres to their existing supply, which is a dubious supply in summertime. They're thrusting pipe underground all the way. Unfortunately, the legal side of things and the agreements have taken 3 years, I repeat, to come to fruition. It's just been legal negotiations, really. It's been very frustrating. They pay us an annual fee for this water, and it does go through the Kaipara District Council. So there's been 3 parties involved in this, and that's probably where the legal ramifications have really bit in. There's no limitation on the amount of water that we as irrigators can take, or owners of the water, and we are supplying Fonterra or Mongataroto with 270,000 cubic metres of water annually. That can be increased. We probably weren't conscious of it being innovative, but we had tried small irrigation from our little local rivers. We could see that that was not sustainable in the long term. So a project of this size and this magnitude is just magic.
Well, this is where the pipe's going to go.
Because Bill didn't have a suitable site on his own land, he looked to his neighbour, John Anderson, to work with. John describes some of the setbacks they had to overcome.
I guess we had some issues with DOC. They were concerned about us damaging the habitat of the Hodstetter frog. So with a report that we had done, it turned out to be that we were improving their habitat. So that satisfied DOC. The dam is 23 metres high. Right out in the middle there, it's about 25 metres. And one of the issues that we had, we were hoping to get a lot of our fill from on the knob just here. It proved a bit damp, the clay. We had to disc it to try and dry it, but we were fortunate enough that we had a dry knob just a few chain away, and by mixing the two, we ended up with a good foundation.
This program was made with funding from New Zealand On Air.